Reret, the Hippo Goddess, called the Great Sow, the Lady of the Birth House. This is a massively important deity reflective of the powers of the creation and also protection of burgeoning life, protecting mothers and small children. She is a goddess who is associated with fertility, creation, and childbirth. She comes to us from the Kemetic or Egyptian pantheons from the people of the Nile River Valley civilizations, but her reach goes far beyond those beginnings. She is associated with the hippopotamus, a powerful figure, particularly for people who lived in that region of the world. Hippos are known for their strength and their protective nature. And this goddess is known as the sow itself, or her name translates literally to mean that, tying her to the concept of creating new life. She's known as a fiercely protective figure, reflective of what we see from hippopotamus in real life as they patrol the Nile and other rivers throughout the jungle regions of Africa. She's particularly protective of pregnant women and small children. At times, she was associated as the consort of Set, who was the Lord of Chaos, a very powerful deity himself. It's an interesting connection, being a goddess who is linked to creation of life and fertility, linking to Set, who was tied to the desert and thus tied to the concept of infertility. The desert does not give forth life in the way that the rivers do. In her own right, this deity is linked to the Draco star constellation, something that we haven't seen from other deities in this belief system, or I think any other. And it is said that the stars revolve around her. And again, that just shows to the power and reverence that this deity is associated with. She is typically deified as a biped hippopotamus female with feline attributes, known to be particularly busty in terms of having human breasts, but also with the limbs and paws of a lion and the back and tail of a Nile crocodile, representing many concepts and some of the more powerful animals that existed for these people at this time. This is what was important in their lives. She is commonly known by many epitaph names. She is called the Lady of Heaven, the Mistress of the Horizon, she who removes water, the Mistress of Pure Water, and the Lady of the Birth House. She is unchallenged in her connection to creative forces, bringing life and nurturing life. And that is shown through how she is represented in a way that many other deities have not been more closely associated. But she's also closely associated with the Draco star system, which is a constellation containing the Thuban star, which we would attribute to being the celestial home of some demon ideologies. That will require further investigation to see where those connections mean, where they come from, and if they have any effect on this connection to other pantheons and religions around the world. Thank you again for joining us here at World Chronicles as we continue our quest, looking at the connections that bind and tie human ideology and myths together from any place around the world, regardless of the time period. As always, we ask that you watch some of our other videos and please like and subscribe.